Hey, how's it going, guys? I see we're a man down over here. David, you know what? No, it's right
You're
here.
seeing here's a guy that Chris Collinsworth slide in.
Oh,
The Chris Collinsworth slime is legendary.
what's up, guys? David and I are down here in Miami, Florida.
I'm not here in Miami. Christian, I'm not here in Townsend, Delaware.
Hey, let's get it, guys. So, first order of business, guys, is we're going in 60 seconds. Second segment. We gotta find this out. We're gonna try to go as fast as we can. Been on vacation this week, so Christian, we're gonna switch it up. Since David and I are sitting next to each other, we're gonna do the drinking. Christian's gonna read off this segment. So Christian,
This is
just
weird.
tell us.
This
Tell
is
us when
weird
to go.
ASMR. I feel like Nick's being really quiet right now.
Oh, I am. Sorry, guys.
All right, guys. I'm gonna kind of speak through this a little bit slower. I know we're going fast here, but I'm gonna go a little slower because I don't have a bunch of stuff typed up, and I got to pull it into 60 seconds. So you guys ready?
Just tell us when.
Yes.
On your mark, get set. Today's sport we're going to be talking about is going to be called Buzkashi. Buzkashi translates to goat dragging, and it is the national sport of Afghanistan and has found popularity in many places throughout Asia. The sport has players mounted on a horse, with the aims of the game being to drag a goat carcass or a similar animal through obstacles and then throw it into a circle at the other end of the playing field for a goal. It can also be a very physical sport with enormous groups playing at the same time, so it certainly is not for the faint of heart. The sport draws huge attention of fans for games, and many of the best riders are even sponsored by wealthy Afghanians. The game was banished at one point under the Taliban rules, but is now being played again and is regulated by the Afghan Olympic Federation. Time's up.
Did you say this was horse cocking?
No, it's double
It's
taking.
called Buzkashi.
You said goat dragon, right?
Goat dragging, yeah, like you tie a dead goat, yeah,
like-
you tie a dead goat to the back of a horse.
That reminds
You.
that reminds me when I was dragging my goat across your face.
Oh, we got him. Got him.
Dang it.
So that's gonna get us into our punishment. Well, not it's not punishment, but bet of the week. Christian put one out there last week. His bet was there was gonna be 7 sweeps, and I believe there may have only been 2.
Yeah, one is actually the Phillies. I was very surprised that the Phillies swept this last week.
So very surprised. But his punishment, because it was 4th of July, we missed last week, but we're planning on doing this kind of like Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Shout out Joey Chestnut, still a beast.
Sir.
He's got to eat 5 hot dogs in a minute and a half.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna call him Joey Chestnut just because he likes nut on his chest.
Look, wow. I mean, how'd you know? But listen, before we get started here, what do you guys think it's going to take me to do this?
For 5 minutes.
I'm gonna
5 minutes.
no, he's pretty good with the glizzies, dude.
Downing glizzies.
Yeah, I think
Quickest hot dog slinger in the Midwest.
I'm gonna go 2 minutes and 4.5 seconds.
And he doesn't really have a gag reflex, so I can really see that happening. His past 3 boyfriends have told me the same. So
Hey,
and Dylan,
I'll start it as soon as I see it go in.
that's what she said.
I'm ready when you are, baby.
Are you gonna do like some foreplay first, or you just gonna go right into it?
Just
you're gonna go sideways?
oh, it started. You just started
What?
it.
Dude, bro, you're down. No, you're a champ, bro. Holy, wait a minute.
Hold on. He should have
He's on 2. He deep throated both of those like a champ, dude. Christian Khalifa over here.
He's down
Oh
3
my-
now.
Dude,
What the?
I'm actually impressed, Christian.
Maybe he should have been in the hot dog eating
Hey, I
contest.
feel like you missed this competition by a month.
Oh my gosh.
You're doing a good job there, dude.
Wow.
Maybe we should enter him.
I think we should. You have to do something.
What does
crazy.
Odessa think about this? You did that in
Hold
under
on,
40
I gotta finish. He has to be done.
I mean, that says 43.75 on there, but I would honestly say you didn't start eating until like the 2 or 3 seconds. I think you may have gotten a sub 40 on this hot
I think you
dogs.
did too, because when you licked the hot dog, I started it.
I remember you
So,
did. That's just
oh,
because young motherfuckers just tried to tell me it was going to take me 4 minutes and 2 minutes. Get the heck out of here.
it with the buns. Let's put that in there.
Well, yeah, I guess we didn't have the buns. I am honestly super impressed and also scared at the exact same time. Little known fact, I was actually the Trinity Christian Academy hot dog eating champ in my junior year.
Fun fact of the day.
Yeah, I got a glizzy costume because of it.
Oh,
Dude, my girl popped up. My girl's sleeping in the back. But as I was doing this, she popped up and she went, Christian, what the heck?
She was trying to learn from the true master.
to tell her to
Dude.
mind her own glizzy.
Your
Dude, that
glizzies.
wasn't even that bad. I can go for a real hot dog now with some ketchup.
Hey, there you go. There you go. So, hey guys, that gave us a little bit of a break.
It's ridiculous. I can't.
That was insane. We're a
You
little
guys
behind.
you guys were not expecting that. That's the best.
We're a little behind here. The dubs and chugs. These are dubs and chugs results of the week. So, in second place, with a total of 4.
Bad week this week.
It
Holy
was
cow.
a very bad week. Was David.
Oh,
Dang it.
second's the best. Third gets the hairy chest, and first,
In first place, with a total of 5.
very bad week this week.
Christian.
They lost again.
Oh, I thought I lost.
I wanna appeal this because another game got postponed.
Oh,
Yankees
that was
Cardinals
Yankees
game.
Cardinals
And I
game.
really think the Yankees would have won that if that was the
Well,
case. And that's the game he won.
Yankees won the second game.
I know, but they lost the first game by a lot. I think the final was like 11-3 or something like that. But
Did you tally how Dylan did?
Dylan also had 3.
That's bad.
So it wasn't
Dude,
that great.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Very
that's so
bad.
sick.
Actually, I don't even think he had 3. It's something like that. I didn't tell it completely.
Is this my second win all time?
All that matters is that
2 in
Nick
a row.
lost.
2 in a
That's
row.
all that matters.
I only have 1 loss on the year, boys.
So I want to throw this out here because I was going through it, and I should DQ Christian because he turned in.
Oh, that Brewers Pirates bet.
Well, no. He turned in a unfinished tally here because he never picked a score for a tiebreaker game. You never picked a score in a tiebreaker game.
Yes, I did.
Replayed it. I replayed it. You never picked a score.
Can we somehow cut in the clip right here? It doesn't say.
Bro, you're gonna have to cut the clip. You're gonna have to cut the clip.
I'll put the
Because
clip
you're
in
lying.
here.
You're lying.
But
Check on the
100%.
side.
Hold on, take a break right here. There it is. See, I told you right there. That's what it is. Just letting you know. That's where the clip's coming in. But you didn't pick a team. Well, you picked the team. You picked the Cubs to win, but you didn't pick what the score was gonna be. David picked the Guardians to win 6-2. I picked the Guardians to win 4-2. Final was Guardians 8, Cubs 6. So David
So it
won
doesn't
that.
matter. I lost the point
Well,
anyway.
Hold on. That would mean you guys tied for first place. Because you get a point. You get a point if you get the tiebreaker. And you were the closest one.
I thought the tiebreaker was for sole purpose of just seeing who wasn't last.
Wow, it's true. But still,
My big thing is the only thing I would protest is Christian's Cardinals Yankees bet. He said I think the Yankees are gonna win, so I'm picking the Cardinals.
Dude, I thought that was a really good argument.
I don't know. I don't
Who
know.
won?
Well, technically
The
Cardinals.
rain won. That's who won.
But the game that we counted,
So
who
hey,
won?
sorry. Because of that, I'll go ahead and finish this for my 3rd beer already.
Yeah, so I guess we have third beer at 11:10 p.m. So Christian, I guess we can start with our defensive tackles then.
The tackles?
Yes.
Nick, I have strict message from you that said, I think defensive end.
No
I looked
way.
in the later text. It was defensive tackles. It was
Okay, well, you
D-tackles.
never came back and told me it was defensive tackles. You just told me it was defensive ends. So I have 10 defensive ends ranked right here and no defensive fucking tackles.
Wow. I wanna kind of I will take a partial blame from that. I am on vacation, so we'll throw that in there.
I feel like I did this on Thursday last week. No, it wasn't
You
Thursday.
definitely did it on Monday.
Yeah, I definitely did it on Monday. That's
No, you
right.
did it Sunday. I don't remember when you did it. You did it Sunday, but I don't know.
Well,
Do you want
I
us?
had
Do you want
those.
us to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna see what I can find out. Go ahead.
But we got some defensive tackles.
I feel like it. Defensive tackles. It's really not that
Yeah,
hard to really pick.
yeah. Number one's probably pretty easy.
Yeah, number
Yeah.
one's easy. But I'll start out, switch it up. At number 10, one of my personal favorites, and he really wasn't on this list from what everyone was saying, and I don't agree with it. I got Vita Vea. I love
Okay.
that guy at the Bucks. I mean, whenever he's in the game, he was hurt a little bit last year, but whenever he's in the game, he's always a stud out there. Always doing a run blocking. He also can get to the quarterback, but he's huge in the rushing game. Number 9, and we've all seen him play. I got Javon Hargrave. I think 49ers, that defense, for some reason, is only getting better. And now they're gonna have to worry about him also. Like, that's crazy to me. I mean, he's gonna make a jump in the top 10 because of it. Number 8, I got Christian Wilkins from the Dolphins. Dolphins defense don't really have much there, but Wilkins, for some reason, is always able to, cause pressure and always be an issue for the guards and center. I think he's going to have a decent year this year. Number 7, I got Jonathan Allen. Can't argue the Commanders have a pretty good front line. Sorry, he's trying to take my notes over here.
No, you said can't argue it.
Oh, he doesn't like that.
Can't argue it.
I mean, Washington has one of the better defensive lines in the league, to be honest. But I just think he's a great run defensive tackle there. Number 6, I got DeForest Buckner from Indianapolis. I just think with him and Leonard as a linebacker, I mean, that defense could be an issue next year. I'm looking for that. I mean, I think he has a good year. Number 5, I have Cameron Hayward. To go along, you have TJ Watt on the outside. You have Hayward on the inside. I mean, it's just a force to be reckoned with. I think he's going to get heavy pressure to the quarterbacks. It's going to be awesome to see. Number 4, I got Quinnen Williams. That Jets defense is going to be a surprise defense this year. And I say surprise because they were surprised last year, but they're going to be even better this year, in my opinion. And I think he's going to be a hard person to stop over there, to be honest.
A really hard person.
Oh, Christian's going to be a hard person here.
Yeah, especially down in those 5 closes like that.
Yee.
At number 3, I got Dexter Lawrence. I didn't want to put him in here because he's a giant, but he's good. There's no other way to say he's a stud, one of the best ones.
There's no arguing it.
No argument. He's one of the best in that division at defensive tackle. Number 2, Chris Jones, the Chiefs. I feel like these top 2 are the
Can't be argued.
I mean,
can't be argued.
I don't know.
Top 2 can't be argued.
I mean,
Come on, say
for
it.
me, it's kind of hard to argue.
I agree with this one at least.
I mean, it's hard to argue. I mean, Jones is just an absolute interior stud. I mean, he just can pretty much do whatever he wants. You can double team him, it's still not going to matter. He can do anything that he wants. Not to mention, he's on one of the best teams in the league. Number 1, I don't even need any stats or anything like that. Dude's an absolute stud. I heard that he can bench 500 freaking pounds.
David Seekbert.
There he is, show those guns. It's Aaron Donald. I mean,
Yes,
dude's been a veteran now for years. I mean, he's been in there for years, and he's always always good. He had an off year last year, but still was one of the best last year, and that's crazy in my opinion. But hey, that again, I feel like 1 and 2 is kind of hard to argue there. But David, what do you got?
But so number 10, we have Jonathan Allen. Like I said,
Nice.
Jonathan Allen is right up there with DeForest Buckner's ability to cross a blocker's face off the snap and cross chop to get through their shoulder as aesthetically pleasing as this pass rushing comes. But Allen's not just a fitness. Sorry, it's just not a fitness rusher. He also deploys a run through your face tactic to produce pressure. His ability to generate speed to power gives him a three-way go attacking QBs. Allen falls below the second tier of defensive tackles because he doesn't bring the same all-around game as the top guys, even if he might be a more dominant pass rusher than a few of them. He ended up lower than his teammate Darren Payne in pressures, but Allen's pressure rate was still higher. He's more of a consistent run defender, and then his college and pro teammate. If Allen can continue to show growth as a run defender the way he did the past season, he'll be among those in the tier 2 by the time the next year comes.
Dude, this
Nick, you look
guy's
constipated.
vision. Well, this guy's vision. I'm trying to read this. Like, I'm like
That's a
squinting
2010.
trying to
That's a
read
2010.
that, dude.
At number 9, I have Christian Wilkins. He's one of the most ferocious competitors in the league in 2022. He led the league with 55 defensive stops, but his ridiculous effort in making tackles well outside his area of operation is remarkable. Wilkins has come into his own recently, giving us one of the best individual performances of the season against the Chargers and Niners in consecutive weeks.
That can't be argued.
That can't be argued. He possesses great lateral quickness, but his flexibility gives him an even greater advantage when anchoring against blockers. At number 8,
Christian gets great flexibility.
I've seen it. Don't ask. At number 8, I have another one of my David's famous bias picks, DJ Reader from the Cincinnati Bengals. And while there's no denying that he can make an impact as a rusher, particularly in collapse in the pocket, he doesn't bring the same pop. I don't know why I said this, because I don't have him on my list. He doesn't bring the same pop as someone like Vita Vea does at nearly 350 pounds. But he's ahead of Vita Vea for 2 reasons. First, he is one of, if not the very best run defensive tackles in the league. The mental side of the position is often disregarded when discussing it, but he's not just a big guy who goes in big smashes. You don't do a hole, but he can actually think through the offense. He is great at doing that. He consistently puts him in the right place at the right time. He's athletic and powerful, and also aids in run stuffing ability. Speaking of stuffing, Christian Inglesias. At number 7, we have DeForest Buckner. Nobody is like DeForest Buckner. Nobody in the league has the ability to win high the way he can. It doesn't make sense as a concept, but the practice is undeniable. He's 6'7", making it practically impossible not to weave in Lil Wayne lyrics into each blurb about the interior pass rusher. You like that one? 7 foot 8. Anyway, he finished 5th in pressures, 47 stops, ranked 2nd in the entire NFL. At number 6, we have Dexter Lawrence. What makes these rookie contracts guys so special is simply run stuffers or pass specialists. They do it all. While Dexter Lawrence isn't the best among them, he might be the most impressive. He was an outrageous athlete leaving Clemson, but he was underdeveloped as a pass rusher and run defender. It took him a while to sharpen those physical aspects, but his season was absolutely incredible last year. At number 5, we have Cam Hayward. Sometimes it hurts putting those youngsters ahead of him because, he's an older dude. Jones and Donald being tier 1 and tier 2 would include the next 5 players. And I wouldn't argue with any one of those, but put him at number 3. But all 4 I have are remarkable ahead of him. I put on here death taxes and Cam Hayward being near the top of every major statistical category for interior defenders in the NFL are for sure things. He finished 3rd in pressures, 4th in win rate, and 10.5 sacks, ranked him 5th in the league. Although he didn't have the same usual production, Hayward's known as one of the best at knocking passes down at the line of scrimmage. At number 4, we have Jeffrey Simmons. He's a very rare breed. He's one of the few defensive tackles at the NFL level. He didn't quite produce at the same level as he did in 21. He still hovered around the top 10 in most statistical categories in the defensive interior. He had 7.5 sacks last year, and he's one of the best run stoppers in the league. At number 3, we have Quinnen Williams. He came in to a very terrible team, but has been putting in work ever since he's got there, even with Adam Gase as the head coach. He had 12 sacks, which ranked him second in NFL among defensive tackles, and his 52 pressures were good enough for 8th in the league, along with being a very solid run defender as relates to helping the team on a consistent basis. He's also a playmaker. He had 32 stops, which ranked him into the top 10. At number 2, again, we have another Kansas City Chief, Chris Jones. Once Aaron Donald's gone, you can argue Chris Jones is going to be the top one in the league.
Yeah.
He finished with 14 more pressures than any other primary interior rusher with 77, and with the highest win rates as well. Jones has been one of the best defensive players in the NFL for half a decade now. The terrifying thing about him is he's only 28 and he's still improving. Steve Spagnuolo has a great person over there, defensive mastermind. He toys with the concepts for half the regular season before nailing the defense to a point. I mean, obviously, the defense didn't do that well against stopping the Eagles, but they got the job done.
They won, so that's all that matters.
Number 1, I think it's obvious. It's probably the best defensive tackle we've seen in our lifetime. It's going to be Aaron Donald.
Just can't be argued.
Yeah, this one just can't be argued.
Oh,
He said it. Listen,
He did say it.
The gap isn't as big as it used to be. Like I said, Chris Jones is coming for that spot. I don't think he's the best defensive player in the world anymore, but he definitely is one of the best on that side of the ball. Now, like you said, he's had a big dip in numbers, as we were talking about. A lot of that has to do with the fact that his team was pretty banged up this past year. His only other guy that he had with him was Jalen Ramsey. Now Jalen Ramsey's gone.
oh.
And Bobby Wagner, he's gone too. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how he plays within that system. Do they have enough guys? He also lost. Did he? He had Sue. Sue was with him the previous year as well, correct?
He was.
He was
with him the following,
the Super Bowl season.
Yeah.
So he lost another good player there as well. He had a late season injury, which kept him from remaining inside top 10 in defensive pressure rate. He was still pretty lethal though. And obviously we're going to round off with my honorable mentions. I have Vita Vea in there, Kenny Clark in there, Grady Jarrett, and then our boy Fletcher Cox.
Gotta love Fletcher. Dude's always double teamed though. I feel like he doesn't get enough respect because he's always double teamed.
So is Christian.
Oh, he likes it from the back and the front.
You guys are throwing the most strays ever, and you guys were the ones who made me eat the freaking glizzies, bro. Like, imagine that.
Well, we know you like the London Bridge, so we just figured
he's into that Portuguese
breakfast. Bro. I know you and David are gonna rusty trombone tonight.
Well, why do you think we're on vacation together? And we're in Miami.
And we're wearing socks. Oh, well, I'm wearing socks at least. He's wearing flip-flops.
Oh, dang.
Oh, dude, so David's not. Oh, no, we're leaving that in. Okay. Oof. I guess into my top 10 that I threw together in about 20 minutes worth of you guys talking.
I'd go through quick. What do you got?
All right, ready? Number 10, I got Kenny Clark from the Packers. David only had him as an honorable mention, but I have him inside the top 10. Dude's been a cornerstone piece for this Packers defensive team for the past while now, but I don't know, man. His production's always there. He's always a consistent player. And what are you guys looking at?
Sorry, I'm sweaty. Keep going.
Mm-hmm. Oh, anyway, yeah, Kenny Clark at number 10. Number 9, I'm gonna go Jonathan Allen for the Commanders. Another young player who's very good. We saw a good jump in production this year out of him. He's gonna continue to improve year after year. And he's been a great pick for the Commanders since they picked him. Number 8, it's going to be former Eagle, now Niner, Javon Hargraves. We saw what he could do this past season with the Eagles, and that's why he went out and got himself a nice big contract that he had earned with the Niners. Mm-hmm. Guy's just a beast. He knows how to get up the field, stop the run, get to the quarterback. He can do whatever you need. At number 7, I have Cameron Hayward. Love the guy. This might be a little low, but at the same time, there's a lot more younger players that are coming in and that are getting the edge around him. I still, one way or another, believe that he is one of the most productive defensive linemen in the game, and that's why he earned the spot at the 7. Number 6 is going to be DeForest Buckner. This is a guy who is probably one of the best, if not the best, at getting up the field straight to a quarterback rush and stopping the run. with a great size and frame to go with him as well. Sadly, he's stuck on a very shitty Colts team, so we'll see how that pans out for them this year. Number 5, I have Quinn Williams from the Jets. David had him at the 3 spot. I'm going to have him drop down to the 5 spot. I like Quinn Williams. I think he's done a lot of good there, and I think he's going to continue to do a lot of good. However, as you pointed out as well, there's a lot of good people in this top 5 spot, in the top 5. And I think above him are people like number 4, Dexter Lawrence from the Giants. As much as it kills me to say it, Dexter Lawrence is very good at defensive tackle. Very good at stopping the run, great with quarterback pressures. I'm pretty sure he had an all-pro bid this past season, and I expect him to play at a high level again next year. Number 3, I have Jeffrey Simmons from the Titans. This is a guy who surprisingly is still pretty young and is playing at probably his all-time high. He has multiple Pro Bowls under his belt. He has been a real cornerstone piece for this Titans defense. And then number 2, as we've all said, it's Chris Jones. And if it wasn't for the guy who's in number 1, as we also said, he probably would be the number 1 guy. He's 28, as David pointed out, only 5 years in the league, but you couldn't even tell. This guy plays at an all-time high. He's crazy good. He can do whatever you ask of him. But coming in at number 1, the freaking nature himself, Aaron Donald, can't be argued. The guy's a freaking animal. I mean, absolutely anything. Inside, outside, up the field, rush the passer, stop the run, whatever you need him to do, he can do it all. And he does it at a dominant level. And as we did point out, no, the gap is not enormous anymore. But one way or another, he is still the best defensive tackle in the ball.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's tough, man. I mean, the dude's been a beast since he's come into the league. I feel like he's always had that one spot from the beginning, which is crazy.
Yeah, and his Man Ultimate Team card is absolutely insane. I hate playing against him. It's so broken. It just automatically breaks against your offensive line no matter what play you have in there. So
so true.
That's how we actually rate them. We don't actually rate on who we think the best. We rate on who has the best Man Ultimate Team card.
Yeah,
so
this
up
is
there
actually
is
very true.
Up there is the 99 Nick Foles Super Bowl MVP card.
Ooh,
that card is lethal.
How is he on catching?
He actually has less catching than Tom Brady's card.
Well, no, that is some cool because we watched Tom Brady's hands slip through that Super Bowl, but that's okay. So before we go any further, David,
Nick's coming out.
how was the race?
Oh,
How was that?
Yeah, so I don't want a negative shout out here.
Look,
we were told that the Rays lot 6 was supposed to be one of the best in
it was right next to the stadium,
and there's no one there.
Nope. Nobody there was tailgating. Only Philly fans were. We were handing out free beers and look, guys, these are great, free. We're gonna do it again tomorrow.
Also come in great.
Yeah,
you really have great. You can have those.
It's great. All the Philly fans were there. I loved it. They all came over. And when to take a guess, they had a choice between Miller Lite and Yingling. What do you think they chose as their free beer?
Yingling.
Obviously, Yingling.
Easy. Philadelphia. Well, not Philadelphia, but it is Philadelphia beer.
And you let's come into your own juice box. And we swept you this week too.
Looks like the Braves might be doing it too. And David, like your little hot take last week, coming in, they're going to be double digits. It's going to be very possible coming into this weekend.
Yeah, it was really close. I think right now they're 8.5 ahead of the Marlins.
They're 8.5.
Yeah.
Which again stinks because the Phillies just swept arguably the best team in baseball, and they're still 11 games back. So
yeah, but hey, before we go any farther, we didn't do a certified baller because we missed out on Monday. But David had a deflated baller of the week that I want to hear from him.
Oh yeah. So we're going to talk about one of the biggest poverty franchises in the major leagues right now. So my deflated baller is going to be the New York Mets. They spent so much money and have the second highest payroll in the league, and see themselves at the time that I made this at 19 games behind Atlanta and 8 games below 500. They failed to win a single series in the month of June. They lost all of their series. I believe they started the month only 8 games back, but they are struggling with a highly paid roster. My typo accidentally says highly laid. Don't know why I put it on there. But they are probably Verlander's probably getting highly laid.
100%.
Yeah.
But they are a poverty franchise, and them, and I almost put the Padres on there too. But I mean, you have that big of a payroll, you have those big of names, you're gonna sit there and pay like absolute garbage. Like you're fourth place, you're in a division that's arguably one of the better ones in baseball, but still, like with that roster, the talent, the money they're spending, there's no way you should be that far behind first place.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So we're gonna leave it at, I love that Mets that they just fell off. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually get rid of their head coach or their manager this week. Or
Yeah.
come forward, like, probably in a couple weeks.
They have Bochy. Is Bochy there?
I think so, yeah. He did okay last year. Okay, but Mets are always the Mets, and when it comes down to it,
Bochy, I think it's the Marlins. No, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Doesn't matter. But either way, the Mets always by the end of the year, first like they start out, they seem like they're gonna be an okay team, and then they just tank. They just shit the bed.
No, I think Mattingly's the Marlins.
I also want to give a kudos to Christian. Have you noticed he hasn't said the F word this entire time?
Yeah, the only
Oh my gosh.
dude. I mean, maybe it's just maybe we need to have him down 5 glizzies.
I'm starting to think that.
I think you guys need to look back at the tape because I think I dropped it one time.
Well, we're still PG-13 off of that.
That's true. We put it one.
But that's gonna get us into our hot take, guys. I'm gonna go first. Normally I go last, but my hot take: Damian Lillard will not be a Blazer by the end of this week. I really think that what I'm seeing out of Scoot over there, they want him gone, dude. They want to get a good trade. Look for
Scoot
a
just got
3-way
hurt.
trade. Ooh, did he just get hurt? I didn't get an update on that. Did he just get hurt?
He exited the game early tonight with shoulder soreness.
Okay, dude, shoulder surgeon. Like, dude, he still has plenty of time.
Christian usually ends the night with back soreness, so
I thought it was knee soreness, but whatever.
Jaw.
It's really just full body soreness.
The lockjaw by the end of the day.
Been gay. Actually, it's already been.
I think there's going to be a crazy trade that's about to happen, and I think he's going to be involved in it. He obviously wants out, but that's what I have going on. Christian, what you got?
Yeah, sticking for me with the hot takes, I'm going to continue in the MLB world, and I think this week we will have another cycle hit inside of the MLB. I don't know, man. I'm really feeling one this week. Yeah, and maybe it is De La Cruz, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's Trey Turner. He pops up right here this week coming up, but yeah, right here before the All-Star break, we're going to see somebody have a cycle.
Ooh, well, hopefully it's not your cycle, Christian, that starts. So for my hot take of the week, I'm gonna keep it in baseball, but we're gonna go All-Star weekend. I'm pretty sure that's next week, so I'm not sure why I had this in my hot take of the week. But we're gonna move it to our boy Randy Arozarena, and I think he's going to win the home run derby easily. Now he isn't favored to win. I think Pete Alonso is the favorite to win right now.
I don't like that.
Guys, chump.
I'm just gonna go with because Randy Arozarena is our boy. I'm unspoken for some reason.
He's not. We all know who his boy is.
Every boy is his boy.
Yeah,
no, that's true.
But
I mean, that's true. But at least Nick knows who my boy is.
What is it? Corbin
Carroll, baby. Corbin Carroll.
But yeah,
but everybody doesn't know I have a personal love for Bryson Stott. That's my actual baby.
Yeah, that's true. That's your actual baby.
I just realized this. I forgot to do it, guys. This is off the fly. It's my turn to do bet of the week.
You mean on the fly?
Yeah, it's
off.
It's on the fly. No, it's on.
I know it's on the fly. This is actually my bet of the week.
Oh boy, it better be good.
The Guardians are going to be in first place by the end of this weekend.
How many are they back right now?
They were a half a game back. No, they were 1 game back. They're 1 game back. But the Guardians are playing the Royals this weekend, and the Twins are playing the Orioles this weekend.
The Orioles.
And I think they're going to take it. I think it's finally going to happen. I think they're going to end up taking it.
Christian took 5 earlier, so
yeah, he did. So we'll see. I think I think that's. Sorry, Christian. For some reason, we're just attacking you.
God.
You know,
I know.
It's because he's not here.
It's because Christian's the throat goat.
Ooh.
Dude, I mean, I am, but I'm
Gotta
taking
be-
this
do it
title
somewhere.
away.
Christian's my certified baller.
Yeah.
Certified to the ballers.
So, guys, we're gonna do a little different this week. We're gonna end it, right? We got dubs and chugs. I know David likes to do his homework, so I'll help him out with
I mean,
pitching.
getting to do my homework. I've been driving for about 8 hours.
Yeah.
I got stuck at Arby's.
So we're gonna do 5 games for Saturday, and then 4 games for Sunday, just to keep it going. So first game Saturday is the Cubs versus the Yankees. I'll throw this out here. The Cubs are throwing Smiley and the Yankees are throwing Cole.
Okay.
You want me to start here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I feel like is pretty easy for me. I like the Cubs to win here, so give me the Yankees, baby.
I hate that you do that.
I know.
Cole has just been pitching amazingly this year. He's 8-2, has a 2.78 ERA right now. I said the Cubs are going to somehow win that division right now. Not looking that way. They've fell pretty hard since I said that, but I think the Yankees are going to win this
Yep.
pretty easily.
I feel like the Cubs had a horrendous week last
They had a
week.
very, very bad,
really
week.
bad week.
It happens, man. It's the curse. Whenever
They
we
got,
speak,
they got
we just
swept. They got
I know,
swept by
I
the
know.
Phillies, and then
So I gotta go with the Yankees too. I mean, Cole on the mound. It's kind of hard to argue
Can't
that
argue it.
one. I mean, you can, but he's gonna go out there and have a great performance, and they're at home. It's just gonna happen. Next game we have Pirates versus Diamondbacks, and Pirates have Keller on the mound. Diamondbacks have yet to put their pitcher out there, so it sounds like it might be a bullpen game.
Well, you know what? If the Diamondbacks wanted to, they could pitch Corbin Carroll and they still would freaking win. Give me the Diamondbacks.
I don't think they're going to be pitching Corbin Carroll, but I feel like Keller's like the only good pitcher the Pirates have. And so I'm actually going to pick the Pirates to beat the Diamondbacks in this one.
Give me the Pirates. I think it's a bullpen game for the Diamondbacks. I think the Pirates get it done. And like David said, Keller's 9-4 this year. He's gonna get it done on the road.
What you about my boy Pirates, Steve?
Like going into our next game, we got the Mariners versus the Astros. The Mariners are pitching Woo, and the Astros are pitching Valdez.
Who he's stroking right now? His beard.
I'm gonna go with the Mariners.
That's an interesting pick. Now looking at it here, it says Woo is 1-1 with a 4.08 ERA. I'm assuming he hasn't pitched that much this season. Valdez is a stud. Now keep in mind, the Mariners are now only like a game back of third place in the division. I said the Angels would fall apart and a couple episodes ago, and they are falling apart physically.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to have Valdez this one. He's 7-6 to 2.49 ERA, so I'll pick the Astros.
Yeah, it's crazy that he's 7-6 and he's pitching a 2.49 ERA. That is so bad. I feel bad.
They don't like him.
Yeah, well, we've seen it. We've seen it in Philly sports. The Astros are gonna get it done at home. I just don't think it's gonna be a chance. I think Astros. It's gonna be a low scoring game, but they're gonna get it done. Going to our next game is going to be the Cardinals versus the White Sox, and Cardinals is pitching Mikolas.
A mustache.
Ooh, the fire mustache. And White Sox haven't posted who they're pitching yet.
Who was the first team? Who are the White Sox playing?
Cardinals are
Oh,
playing.
okay. I'll take the Cardinals. Take the Cardinals.
Yeah, obviously weird. I feel like Christian usually a fan of White Sox. You have Mikolas over there. He's a decent pitcher, but I'm going to take the Sox at home.
Yeah, I think the White Sox are gonna come out and take that game at home. I don't think Cardinals can get it done. Cardinals they're not that good, but the White Sox aren't that good either. So just give me the home team. Last game on Saturday, we have the Rockies versus the Giants. And again, Rockies are throwing Seabold, and the Giants have yet to put out their starter.
I'll take the Giants.
Yeah, I'm with the Giants. Rockies haven't put. I mean, even if they haven't put out yet, I know how that is. The Giants are going to win this one at home against the Rockies. So I've been pretty rocky this year.
Yeah, David doesn't put out. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Rockies taking one in San Fran for that game. Going into Sunday, we have the Royals versus the Guardians. And the Royals haven't put their starter out, and the Guardians are throwing Bieber.
Ooh, Justin.
Just because your hot take, Nick, was the Guardians are gonna be in first place, I'm gonna go with the Royals.
Okay.
I'm not going to pick the Royals. They have Justin Bieber, Mr. Baby himself on the mound. Obviously, it's Shane Bieber. But we're going to say that Bieber is going to win this one against the Royals.
Baby, baby, baby. Ooh, give me the Bieber. Guardians take this one at home. Our next
Alrighty.
game, and I picked this game on purpose because of
You
David.
pick every game on purpose, don't you?
No, Reds versus Brewers.
Oh, I'm
Reds.
sorry. I'm sorry, Dad.
Love the Reds.
Reds haven't put their starter out yet.
Oh, wait.
Brewers are throwing Miley.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna take the Reds, dude. The Red since they brought up Elly De La Cruz, the Reds are 21-7.
Unreal.
Yeah, so but I'm gonna pick the Brewers here. Brewers are home against them. I believe the Reds lost today
Yes.
7-3. I think Wade Miley on the mound. I think the Brewers win this one.
Nice. So you just locked in the Reds to win for me. I love that. Thank you, David.
Every time he picks them, it's bound to happen. He's going to end up getting one right? It's bound to happen. This is the time it happens. Reds they've been real hot. I just think they're gonna lose this one in Milwaukee. Next game, Orioles versus Twins.
I'm gonna
And
take the Twins. Oh,
Orioles are pitching Gibson, and the Twins are pitching Ryan. And
what's
not
Ryan's
Nolan
ERA?
Ryan.
What's Ryan's ERA?
3.42.
Yeah, I'll take the Twins.
I'm gonna agree with you there. I'm gonna pick the Twins there. Ryan's been having a great year this year. And so I'm gonna pick the Twins to win this one.
See, if it wasn't for my bet of the week, maybe. But give me the Orioles. I think they're going to get this series done over there in Minnesota. Going into what arguably should be the best game and series of the week. Braves versus Rays. You want me to tell you who's on the mound?
You can.
I think it's going to help. We got Braves are pitching Elder, and the Rays are pitching Eflin. It's going to be a good game.
So
Yeah.
Elder, if you don't know, Elder's at 7.1 to 2.45, and then Eflin's 9.4 to 3.24.
Good for both of them, but I don't know. I don't think the Rays are as good as we once thought. I think the Braves might be the best team in ball, and I'm going to take the Braves.
I mean, if only people would have listened to me a couple of weeks ago when I was telling you the number one team in baseball were the Braves. This is gonna be a great pitching duel. We saw a great pitching duel between Nola and Eflin when we went there. Phillies got the upper hand there. They're playing at Tropicana, but I'm gonna go with the Braves here as well.
Yeah, Braves have slumped after losing 2 out of 3 to the Royals and then getting swept by the Phillies. They just lost against the Braves. Braves are hot. Best team in baseball by far right now. Give me the Braves taking it on Sunday.
It's really tough. I mean, they need a slump buster, and we all know that slump busters bunch slups. So
that's so true. Oh, I love it. All right. So this one hits home, literally. The tiebreaker game is Phillies. The tiebreaker game is Phillies versus Marlins. Nola's on the mound and Luzardo is on the mound.
All right, so you figure I'm gonna take the Phillies to win, but you figure Noah's gonna probably go scoreless through 4, then go up 4 in the 5th, and then scoreless through the 6th. I'm gonna take the Phillies to win 6-4.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad he didn't make the Saturday game because I could not sit there and stress while watching the game in person.
I wanted to. I thought about it.
Nola pitched a great game. He allowed 1 home run in the last game we watched him play. He's always bound to let up a home run, but you also have Luzardo 7-5. Oh, this is a tough one because I want to pick the Phillies. They've been hot on the road. They have not lost a road game. I mean, I don't know if I don't know how they did today. I know they were losing. They haven't lost
They
a road
won.
game. They won today,
They did.
so they
They
haven't
won
lost.
today.
They haven't lost a
Dude,
road.
Patchy hit
Patchy.
it. Patchy hit a 2-run home run in the top of the
Yep.
ninth to put us up 1 run.
Yeah, I was driving, so I didn't get to watch it. But I mean, the Phillies have
It was
not
sick.
lost a home game in like the last 14 games
Away
now.
game. Yeah.
Sorry, away game. But I think that may enter the last game of the week. I'll say the Marlins are going to win this one. I'll go 5-4.
Yeah, I wanted to pick this game solely on the fact that if the Phillies sweep, they're in second place in the division.
Which I told you, by the way.
Yeah, it didn't update for me. I thought it was still 3.5, but yeah, they're what, a 1.5 back now.
1.5
So
back right now.
this could be it.
A sweep
gonna-
puts you also to minimal second in the wild card spot, and if the
Nola.
Dodgers drop a game, you go to the 1.
Yeah, Nola's starting to pitch a little better, and we were at the game when he pitched in Tampa. I said it from the beginning. I said, just watch. He's going to give up at least a home run. He gave up only one.
And I think Wander Franco hit the home run.
He did.
Which again, biggest snub in the All Stars.
I still don't understand how he didn't make it. I don't get it.
Castellanos was the biggest snub.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he at least made the reserves. Franco didn't make the reserves.
Yeah, Franco
Yeah,
just
he should
he
have
might
started.
be on there now though with
Oh,
all
yeah,
the injuries.
With all the injuries.
Yeah,
Um,
Franco made it.
Oh,
Yeah,
his trout. His
All the
trout.
injuries.
yeah. But I'm gonna have the Phillies winning. I think they're gonna win 5-3. So, but I picked this game. We're going to the game tomorrow. Again, we're gonna go at the home place parking garage, and we're gonna be handing out some koozies and some free beers. We're gonna do some trivia. We're gonna have some
I need some
fun.
Miami trivia, but it's pretty. I feel like it'll be a lot easier than Tampa Bay trivia.
Ooh, Miami. Ooh. But as always, guys, been a pleasure.
Quick
Tune in.
Quick Christian. Quick Miami trivia. Who is Finkel?
Tell your mother. You know what?
Finkel is Einhorn, and Einhorn is Finkel.
There we go.
Introduce to you the highlight taken podcast. We bring
I
the
love
heat.
it.
It's
I
true.
love it.
Hosted by David,
But
Nathan, Christian,
as
the
always,
crew,
it's
the
a
drop
pleasure.
knowledge and hot takes
We'll
that's
see you
the
guys
fourth
next
night.
week.
We dive into the game from
Glizzy Goblin next
gridiron,
week.
analyzing
Oh,
every fight
yeah.
like we with the champion. With witty banter and humor, we keep it fun. HTP fam, we always bring the number one. Highlight taking podcasts, we taking over the scene. We drop dubs and chugs, living the sports dream. From hot takes to deep dive, it's a winning regime. Come join the hype, we not just blowing steam.